first thing I had to do was unlearn everything I thought I knew about gardens. We are conditioned to believe a yard needs a perfect green lawn, but in a small space, grass just looks like a postage stamp you have to mow. Why did I choose a Zen theme? It wasn't just about aesthetics. Living in a busy neighborhood, I craved silence. I realized I couldn't control the traffic noise, but I could control what I looked at. Let's talk about boundaries. My old fence was chain link, functional, sure, but it felt like living in a fishbowl. I remember thinking, how can I feel peaceful if I'm making eye contact with a mailman every time I look up? Replacing it with horizontal cedar slats changed everything. I used to have a straight, boring concrete path to my door. It said, "Get inside quickly." That's not the energy I wanted. So I broke it up literally and laid down a winding path of irregular stepping stones. Now I can't rush. Choosing gravel instead of grass was a sensory decision. I love the sound it makes when you walk on it, that satisfying crunch that feels like you're stepping away from the world. I opted for a light beige gravel because it reminded me of the dry sand dunes I visited as a kid. Confession, I didn't just pick rocks from a catalog. I went to a stone yard and spent an hour sitting with them. I know that sounds crazy, but you have to feel the weight and see the character. I found one large, craggy boulder with a streak of quartz running through it. I wasn't prepared for how therapeutic the raking would be. I bought a heavy metal rake specifically for the gravel, and the first time I dragged it through the stones, creating those perfect concentric circles around my rock, I felt my shoulders drop. It's a moving meditation. I love plants, but I travel for work, and I didn't want a garden that would guilt trip me every time I came home to a dead bush. That's why I chose tough love plants, dwarf conifers, and boxwoods. They don't need constant attention, but they give so much structure. Of clumping bamboo in the corner nearest the street. The visual privacy is great, but the real magic is the sound. On a breezy day, the leaves clatter together like tiny wooden wind chimes. It's nature's white noise machine. Water was non-negotiable for me. I found a simple, dark stone sphere fountain that bubbles water over its surface. The sound is subtle, doesn't gush, just whispers. Now, when I sit on my porch, the fountain fills the silence. It grew into shady cracks where the sun didn't hit. I thought it looked messy. Then I read about how in Japan, moss is treasured. It represents age and peace. So I stopped fighting it and started encouraging it. I hate harsh outdoor lights. They feel like an interrogation. For my sanctuary, I wanted the lighting to feel like a full moon and decided to camp out in my yard. I used low voltage warm lights pointing up through the maple and soft glow along the path. I splurged on a stone lantern. It was heavy and expensive to deliver, but every time I look at it, I feel connected to something ancient. It's not just a decoration, it's a symbol. In the chaos of the modern world, that lantern stands there reminding me that people have been seeking peace in gardens for thousands of years. I'm not alone in this need for calm. I'm just continuing a very old tradition. To carve out a tiny seating area. Just a simple wooden bench tucked behind a shrub where I can't be seen from the street. I call it my do-nothing spot. I go there with my coffee, and I don't scroll on my phone. I just look. Because my front yard is small, I couldn't plant everything in the ground. I bought a few large ceramic pots. This was a game changer. If I get bored with the arrangement, I can just move a pot. If a plant needs more sun, I will it over. I have a confession. I don't sweep the leaves every day. In a traditional Zen mindset, a few fallen leaves on the moss or a petal on the gravel is beautiful. It shows the garden is alive. I used to be so worried about perfection, but I've learned that a garden that is too perfect feels sterile. One practical tip that saved my sanity: good edging. I installed a low, dark metal edge between the gravel and the planting beds. It sounds boring, but it keeps the gravel from invading the soil and the soil from muddying the gravel. I made sure to plant a Japanese maple. In spring it's green, in fall it's fire red. But honestly, I love it most in winter. When the leaves drop, you see the structure. You see the way the branches twist and reach for the sky. It reminds me that beauty doesn't disappear when things get bare. Your front door is the handshake between your sanctuary and your home. I painted my door a deep matte charcoal. It recedes into the background, letting the garden be the star. I placed two simple boxwoods in black pots on either side. I planted lavender along the path. You don't notice it until you brush against it, and suddenly, that herbal scent fills the air. Smell is the strongest trigger for memory and emotion. I wanted the scent of my front yard to be associated with calm. I am not a high-maintenance person, so why would I choose high-maintenance plants? I curated a list of plants that thrive on neglect in a good way. Sedum, ornamental grasses, and evergreens. They are the friends who don't get mad if you don't call them for a week. This was the hardest lesson, leaving things empty. My instinct was to fill every corner with a plant or a rock. But emptiness is crucial in Zen design. It's called the intentional void. That empty space of gravel with no pattern, that's where your eyes rest. That's where your mind rests. My yard has a slight slope, and I initially saw it as a problem. Then I realized I could turn it into a dry stream bed. I lined the low area with smooth river stones, mimicking a creek. Now, when it rains, the water follows the path and looks like a real stream. The other day, a delivery driver handed me a package and paused. He said, "I love your yard." I sat in my truck for a minute just looking at it before I walked up. It made me feel better. That's when I knew it worked. It wasn't just for me anymore. Look, I'm not a landscape architect. I'm just a person with a small patch of dirt who decided I deserve to come home to peace. If you take one thing away from this, let it be this: you don't need a big budget or a big yard. You just need intention. Start with one rock. Plant one thing that makes you smile.